Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Cooking with Aldi channel. So today we're gonna cook a different meal. Obviously we're going to cook some beef. So I went to my butcher this morning and I got two New York strip, okay? And I went to the little market, the veggie market, to get some vegetables. So because we are in fall now, I chose to make some roots vegetables. So here you have different kind of turnips. You have the classic one, the white one, then you have the yellow one and some long one, okay? Then I chose a sweet potato. I have some parsley, some garlic. For my sauce and the sweet potatoes, I'm going to use some butter. I have some cream, some balsamic vinegar, some soy sauce, some olive oil. So we're gonna grill those steak, obviously, and with those root vegetables, what we're gonna do today, we're gonna do a very interesting way to make them. We're gonna cook them all together, but in the oven, so they're gonna be roasted. I'm just gonna add a little bit of curry powder, some salt, some pepper, some oil, nothing else, and we're gonna roast them in the oven. Add some parsley at the end, it's gonna be real tasty. Then with this sweet potato, what we're gonna make a sweet potato puree. Easy like this, but it's gonna be so awesome, guys. You're gonna see, it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it. So let's start with the vegetables. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna peel them because obviously we don't want to eat the skin. So I'm gonna take my veggies and just peel them. Alright guys, so now our vegetables are peeled. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut them. So what I'm gonna do with those turnips, I'm just gonna cut it in four like this, okay? I guess this big one, I'm gonna cut it in like 8, okay? Alright, so this one, I'm gonna cut it just a little different. So later, we can play with the forms a little. Okay, this one, let's do this. Up. Alright, so now I'm going to take a plate that goes into the oven, place my vegetables here, and now I'm going to add some salt, some pepper, here's some curry powder. So I'm just gonna add a little bit so it can give a little taste, but not too much. Olive oil. I'm gonna add some bay leaf to it and give a little extra flavor as well. Now I'm gonna cook those veggies at 400 degrees Fahrenheit in the oven for about 30 minutes. Alright guys, so now our veggies are cooking in the oven, so it's time to take care of my sweet potato. So first thing I gotta do is to obviously peel this potato. So use a regular peel to do that. So now we're going to cut the sweet potato. Yeah, so be careful to not cut your fingers because the sweet potatoes are really hard. So what I'm gonna do, cut big cubes. So now guys, we're gonna cook these potatoes in a pot with some water. So I'm just gonna put my sweet potato cubes here, add some water. So I put the high heat on. Now I'm waiting on the water to start boiling, then I'm gonna lower it down to a medium heat. And we're going to cook those sweet potatoes for about 15 minutes. Then we're gonna blend them. So mix it basically with some cream and some butter to make our sweet potato puree. So right now our vegetables are cooking in the oven and the sweet potato puree is cooking as well. So now we're going to take care of the sauce for our meat. So today we're going to do a very simple sauce for everybody at home, like to make it. It's so easy and so fast. You don't have to make any long preparation. It's amazing, and my wife loved this recipe. So what we're gonna use, we're gonna use some fresh garlic. Okay, we're just going to peel the garlic like this. Okay, and then once it's peeled, we're gonna smash it. Okay, so we need basically some finely chopped garlic. So me, what I always use, it's a garlic smasher. So if you guys seen some videos of mine in the past, you always see me using that. So basically it's a smasher. So I just put my garlic here, I press, and I get my garlic just like that, ready to be cooked. Okay, so you see, up the garlic just like that. So for my sauce, that's the only preparation that I need to make in advance, because everything we're gonna do right at the moment when the meat is cooking. But for my veggies, one of the things that I want to do is I'm going to chop some parsley, because I'm going to add it. I'm going to add some chopped parsley to my vegetables when they come out of the oven. Okay, so just going to take my garlic, my parsley, I'm sorry, just going to chop it. Like that, put them all. We're good to go. So this I'm going to put it on the side, because I'm going to put this parsley really at the end. It's been 15 minutes, so now we're going to check our sweet potato puree if it's cooked. So only thing that you have to do, you see, you stick a knife. If it's going through super easy, that means that it's cooked. So now I'm going to strain those. So now that I strained those sweet potatoes, I'm going to put them. So you can mix them either in a blender, you can mix it by hand, but it's not going to be real smooth. So me, what I'm going to use today is what we call a hand mixer. Okay, so I'm using this because that way, you know, it can mix really good all the way down. So what I'm going to do before I mix it up, I'm gonna add some salt, I'm gonna add some butter, there you go. All right. And then I'm going to add also a little bit of heavy cream. Okay, not too much, because we don't want this puree to be too liquid. Add a little more cream. Okay, so now we have our sweet potato puree, real smooth, really yummy. So now it's time to check on our vegetables. So you see, now they start to be golden brown, nicely roasted. So it's time for us to make the meat. We're having this pan at super high heat because we want this meat to nicely grilled, but really quickly. Alright, so we're going to season the meat before we cook it. So I'm gonna add some salt, some pepper, so now that our pan is really hot, as you can see, mostly roasted. Nicely seared. We don't want to overcook them because, you know, it's not that good when it's overcooked the meat, so we're not going to do that. So these are some nicely roasted veggies. So now, let me take this off. I have the parsley. Now our veggies are ready. So now, let's go back to our meat. I'm going to take them off so they cook long enough. And so now, here's when I'm going to make my sauce. Okay? So here you see I have some oil. Just gotta get rid of it. I don't need that fat. Here what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put my garlic. There we go. I'm still on the high heat. Okay, so I'm putting my garlic. Now, this is my balsamic vinegar. And soy sauce. I'm going to add a tiny cube of sugar. A little bit of water. And we're going to let you use this sauce. Now we're going to slice the meat, start the plating. Okay, so for our steak, so here we have our steaks cooked. We have our sweet potato puree here, and we have our veggies here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take 2 plates. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to try to do maybe two different platings, so that way we can see different styles. Okay, so here I'm going to take my meat, so this is going to be for the chef, obviously. There's this fat here, it's not that good. Okay, so I'm just going to take it off here. Oh, this will be eaten by the chef, obviously. Okay, and now what we're going to do, going to make some big slice of meat. So here guys, you see like the sauce reduced. It's almost ready. I'm just going to add the butter to that sauce, and then I'm going to have to shake it just like this so the butter can get into my sauce. Alright, now it's ready. So I'm just going to put the sauce in the container. Okay, so now let's do the first plating. So here I'm going to use some of my sweet potatoes. Okay, just like this. Then I'm going to spread it on my plate. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of my vegetables. Alright, so this so this can be our first way to plate this dish. Then now we're gonna do something a little different, I would say. Okay, so now let's take this up. So in the plating I'm going to do right now, obviously, involve leaving a lot of meat behind, but this way. So I'm still going to use my sweet potato, but this time I do it straight like that. And then I'm going to put my meat just like this. That's it, this time it's going to look a little more gourmet and nicely plated. Missing a little bit of salt there, you see, on the meat, so it's good. And now I got my sauce. Alright guys, so here is our two plating for the beef. So you have the sliced one, let's say more traditional way, and then let's say the more gastronomic way. So then you can choose, you know, the way you like, or you can plate the exact way you want, depends of you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video like I did, because that was really nice to cook with you guys one more time. So make sure you drop some comments if you have some question about the recipe. If you need to know, you know, different stuff about cooking, whatever, you can drop a comment too. And I hope to see you guys real soon on our channel for a new recipe and a new video. So thank you guys for watching. See you soon on my cooking channel, Cooking with Abby. Really good. Try it at home, guys. Amazing.